Alright, we robbed the first 2 Iron Horse trains. We ended up taking out that barricade that we can use to rob Iron Horse number 3, so we can get on with the heist.
Hop aboard, guys. We've got a train to catch.
We ended up getting both of Clockwork's lungs, so now we gotta get his stomach.
Got it. Strong work, Murray.
Yeah, sure. The Murray's strength knows no limit.
You're on, Sly. Break into that train and steal the Clockwork stomach.
That Jean Besson's one strange guy. The Claw Gang divides up the clockwork parts, and he walks away with the stomach and lungs? It still creeps me out.
Get creeped out later when we aren't riding an antique handcar at breakneck speeds.
Good point. It's time for a train robbery.
Alright. We got the first 2 parts of Clockwork from robbing Iron Horse number 1 and 2. So now that we are on Iron Horse number 3, this is most likely where the stomach is going to be. So there's going to be lots of reinforcements on this train, but we're prepared to overcome it.
Nobody getting past me.
There he is.
Clockwork stomach is as safe as a snowman in winter. I'd like to meet the vermin that's been looting my Iron Horse trains. By Jiminy, I get hot neath the collar just thinking about how I cut that boy down. I'd kill him like a spotted owl. I sure.
Jean Besson. Got a visitor.
Hey, Cooper. Thought I might find you here. Just can't stay away from these clockwork parts, can you?
Oh, I just do it to meet exciting ladies like yourself.
If you'd like some excitement, why not climb up on top of the train? I'm sure to get your heart pumping. Maybe even show you my new ride.
No thanks, Neela. I've seen enough already.
What's the problem, Poodle? Afraid you can't take me on?
Poodle?
Have to call up your little friends for help?
Come in, little friends. Neela's got me pinned down. Any chance of air support?
I've already launched the RC chopper. She won't know what hit her.
Come on, Cooper. Let's play. What in blazes? All right, little RC friend. This should be a quick bit of destruction.
Well, Neela has arrived. So now we gotta take out that aircraft she's riding.
You Robbie blighter! This is a... What? Oh no! Oh no!
That was some fancy flying, little friend.
Whatever you say, Poodle.
Dude, I had to keep shaking my arms so that way it could get enough adrenaline for me to spam the square button.
Get to that clockwork stomach fast. This old hand cart is starting to fall apart.
Oh my lord, dude. But I'm telling you, man, like, if you spam the square button rather than just holding it down, you're gonna be able to fire the turret at a much faster rate. Alright, got rid of them. Woo! We are that close. Gotta wait for that guard to turn around. Okay. Hold up. There we go. There it is. Clockwork stomach.
Never thought I'd see the day when his stomach got turned into a tool of evil.
Looks like John Bassan's wised up and bolted the stomach down. We'll have to crack the engine block to get it free.
Then that's just what we'll do. A well-placed bomb down the train's smokestack will knock it loose. Just make sure to take some cover.
Not so fast, John. The clockwork part is mine. It will
Well,
all be mine.
look who's back. Now we gotta deploy some bombs. God damn it. I'm almost there. There we go.
Me. Not
Whew.
gang, not Interpol, not anyone.
God damn.
Stand clear, Sly.
It's a lot of work. God damn, my right arm is feeling a bit weird.
Sly! Sly! You okay?
I've got an upset stomach on my hands, but other than that, I feel great.
We got it. We got his stomach.
The gang and I had pulled off the impossible. We'd successfully robbed all of John Bassan's iron horse trains, and we were walking away with 3, count them, 3 clockwork parts. And as a bonus, we shut down spice distribution in all of North America. Needless to say, we were pretty pleased with ourselves. Can't say the same for Carmelita. Once again, the framed policewoman had to run from the cops, which was fun at first, but I'm starting to feel a little sorry for her. I mean, what if they replaced Carmelita with someone else? I don't want another cop on my tail. She's a big part of why this is all fun. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to clear her name, some way other than turning myself in.
Alright, we took down all of the Iron Horse trains, retrieved all of the clockwork parts that John Bassan had a hold of, which was a set of Clockwork's lungs and his stomach. So therefore, we can now move on to episode 7. This is the second to last episode in this game, so we are almost nearing the end. But without further ado, let's get on with it.
Things just weren't right up in Canada. Random acts of violence were popping up like weeds, and the Northern Lights, well, they just weren't right. One night they'd be brighter than ever, and the next, gone. In Nunavut Bay, I overheard talk between Jean Bassan and his mysterious partner Arpeggio. Somehow, those two are behind it all. Tracking the source of the disturbance was easy. By simply following the lights, we were led north to an immense lumber camp. The sheer number of fallen trees advertised Jean Bassan's presence and that he was in possession of the clockwork talons. The Thievius Raccoonus makes numerous references to the talons slicing through plates of steel. A skilled lumberjack like Bassan could clear a forest in hours while wielding the artifacts. Those talons have got to go, both to finally do away with clockwork and to save the environment from his twisted sense of progress. The world just doesn't need to make space for another strip mall.
Alright, we've made it to another part of Canada. As you can see in the background, there are the Northern Lights.
Okay, so here's what we know. One, Arpeggio's blimp is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean Bisson. And two, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's clockwork brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his blimp.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the clockwork talons off Jean Bisson. Time is short and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my maps. I need you to poke around and take some recon photos. They'll help to get my sensors oriented.
No problem. Recon photos, I got covered.
In anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying your cane. It can now separate into two smaller canes, useful for ice climbing. Try ascending to the top of that sheet of ice. Just jump and hit the circle button to dig in.
Well, we made it to a lumber camp. Ooh, I almost got taken out by that eagle. But we made it to a lumber camp. Apparently, this is where Jean Bisson is held up at. As you can see right there, I was able to climb up that wall of ice.
It's good to see my cane upgrade perform so well in the field. Now scout the area. I could really use the reconnaissance.
God damn it. Okay. Looks like we gotta take some pictures around the area so we can know what we're dealing with.
Fascinating. My sensors detect a Wi-Fi link to that boat. It must be piloted by computer. This place is bear country, all right. Interesting. He's putting out a slight radio signature. Jean Bisson's house. The lair of the beast. The den of evil. The epicenter of ecological destruction. Those saw blades look particularly old. I guess this logging camp has been around for a while. Okay, that should do it. Now for the real point of interest. Head for that lighthouse and try to find a way to sneak in.
All the way over there. Oh my god. Alright. We'll make it there. Alright. Here we are. Okay.
That's the battery charger, but where's the battery Arpeggio's coming to pick up?
Alright. That was the battery charger.
Just looking at that spinner makes me dizzy.
Well, couldn't get it in the shop, but I did my best.
I was right. The entrance is barred from the inside. Might as well get a shot of old Jean Bisson. Oh, Sly, listen in. He's mumbling to himself.
Come on, Sean. You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye! I'll post the clockwork talons as a trophy. That should bring in the competition. Although, who am I kidding, eh? I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, it's tough being this tough. It sure is, yeah.
Head back to the safe house. We need to talk about these lumberjack games. Well, guys, Jean Bisson has unknowingly thrown down the gauntlet. With the clockwork talons as a trophy, we'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack games. Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice not far from our position. Sly, you're in charge of acquiring the book. I'm sure it will prove invaluable. Now, we're all aware that Arpeggio's blimp is coming to pick up another battery. To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse and stow away inside the battery. However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you two will infiltrate the Moose Guard's secret RC combat club. Those guys all work in the lighthouse. If you win the battle, I'm sure they'll talk. Despite his antique mind, Jean Bison's no fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor array. It's a challenging set of tasks, and that blimp's on its way. Let's get to work.
Before I end the video, I do want to show you guys something. So obviously you have the ability to be able to climb up walls of ice, especially since your cane is able to split into two, like here. Obviously with this ability you're able to climb up on walls of ice. Well, if you didn't notice, over at this lighthouse, there's definitely a wall of ice that will allow you to climb up to the top. But there's a specific way in which you can go behind that wall of ice. Hold on. Alright, there we go. So now that we made it to the lighthouse, here's what you're going to want to do. Climb up onto this wall of ice until you get halfway up the lighthouse. Once you made it halfway up the lighthouse, you're going to want to click X and circle until your body is halfway off the ice, kind of like how Sly is looking right now. Then you're going to want to try to shimmy left and right until Sly ends up going in reverse, as you can see right here. Now you're able to climb up the wall of ice without having to worry about the icicles bringing you down. This is a cool little glitch that I figured I'd show you guys, because it's honestly, I'm not too sure if anybody even knew about this. But this is something that you can do only on this wall of ice. You can't do it on the other one that's close to the safe house. And if you want to get out of it, all you gotta do is just click the X button and there you go. You've automatically got out of there. I also want to show you guys exactly how you can get inside of the safe house without having to walk through the door. What you're going to want to do is make your way underneath of the safe house and try to jump onto these rails. Then you're going to want to jump to the other one and then try to walk up. You will have to fall through the water, but once you spawn, you'll end up spawning inside of the safe house without having to actually go through the door. Now you're able to see exactly what the rest of this area looks. And to be honest with you, there really isn't much that you can really take out. But if you look closely at the table, you're able to see the blueprints that Bentley usually looks at when he's out free roaming. And yeah, man, obviously this is something that you can walk through. And as you can see, you can't take this out either, so. But if you do want to get out of it, all you gotta do is just click the circle button when you're at the door, and there you go. You completed the glitch. But with that being said, whether you're watching this video on my YouTube channel or on my Rumble channel, if you guys are looking forward to more videos in our series on Sly 2 Band of Thieves, please be sure to drop a like on the vid, but also don't forget to hit that subscribe or that follow button along with that bell notification as well. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Discreet, and I'll catch you in the next video.